own personal matchmaker gets to know you so well, we can guarantee introductions that will be satisfying and exciting. EH Plus goes far beyond regular online dating sites, and that's a guarantee. Visit us at ehplus.com/love or call 1-855-930-LOVE.
I love traffic. Gridlock gets me giddy because the 2-week SiriusXM free listening event is on now, beaming me a whole lot of happy. Rock happy, sports happy, pop talk, comedy, and news happy. Tune in now to leave road rage in the dust and get all traffic happy.
The SiriusXM free listening event now through December 2nd. Hit the SAT button on your inactive satellite radio to listen now. Learn more at SiriusXM.com/listen free. SiriusXM, road happy. Not available on select radios.
You're listening to KCAA Loma Linda at 106.5 FM, K293 CF Moreno Valley.
Good afternoon. It's 3:02. I'm Di Rice with the latest in live local news and national news here on KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5. Lawmakers in the U.S. House voted to essentially halt a program aimed at resettling thousands of Syrian refugees fleeing from their war-torn homeland, a move that could potentially complicate President Obama's Middle East policy efforts. The vote 289 to 137 also reflects shifting sentiment on an issue where emotions have run deep in the aftermath of a deadly terror in Paris last week, which left 129 dead. The House bill would require the FBI to create a background check of any refugee who spent time in Syria or Iraq after March 1st of 2011. And Wells Fargo Bank has warned more than 100 employees in an operating unit of San Bernardino of its intention to eliminate their staff positions coming up January. The layoff notice made to comply with the Federal WARN Act was presented to 122 workers in the Wells Fargo Home Mortgage Servicing Division. The reduction of the staff is a result of continuing market changes, including improvements in delinquency and foreclosure rates and reduced consumer demand for mortgage financing. Wells Fargo said the San Bernardino office is the only one affected in the greater LA area. And finally, a 15-year-old boy was identified as the person behind the social media post threatening violence to Yucaipa High School yesterday. The threat, which was shared across Twitter and put Yucaipa High School faculty and students on edge, was chalked up as a prank. Yucaipa-Cala Mesa Joint School District did not find the Yucaipa High School sophomores' prank so funny, as several students were pulled out of school by their parents and increased police presence was required. Inland Empire weather, beautiful. Highs into the mid-80s over the weekend with overnight lows tonight about 50. Currently, we stand at 87 here in San Bernardino. Checking out your drive, carpool lane blocked on the 91 westbound just past Tyler Street. Stop and go traffic on the 15 northbound from Hidden Valley to Harupa, the southbound side, a little bit slow from the 10 to 6th Street and then Magnolia to Cajalco Road. In Fontana, stop and go 15 northbound between Sierra and Glen Helen Parkway. Moreno Valley, stop and go 215 northbound between Cactus Avenue and Alessandro. And then the south is slow from Washington to Central Avenue. No accidents, though. Enjoy your Friday. Trevor's Happy Hour coming up next on KCAA 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind, and 106.5 FM.
It's time for some delicious food at Pizza Dilly. Pizza Dilly Pizza in Colton, home of the famous 2-foot pizza with 32 slices of simply the best delicious Pizza Dilly mouth-watering pizza. Pizza Dilly has all kinds of lunch specials Monday through Friday, starting at $3.99, all delicious. Stop by, refresh, refuel, have a cold drink, enjoy a tasty salad or a great specialty delicious sub sandwich, or simply delightful Pizza Dilly wings. Pizza Dilly is also People Dilly because your friends are all already there enjoying one of Pizza Dilly's giant screens, watching one of their favorite teams, and if you love the Dodgers, you'll love Pizza Dilly, your hometown Dodger station, all year round. Come on in, enjoy a great pizza, enjoy Pizza Dilly, the real Dilly deal at 194 East Valley Boulevard in Colton, or call 909-370-0242. Once again, that's 909-370-0242.
E-Digits. Lock 'em in for more information, recreation, and guaranteed fun. KCAA.
right place, but it must have been the wrong time. I done said the right thing, but it must have used the wrong line. I've been on the right trail, but I must have used the wrong car. Hit us in a bad place, and I wonder what's good for. I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. My head is in a bad place.
Good afternoon, Inland Empire, Internet, people. This is Trevor after this crazy week with
Lyle, the very determined man-child.
Okay. I thought you were going the wrong way. Okay.
Would I do a thing like that?
God, and Leslie, hello.
All right. He's not a fairy, but...
No, very far from it.
What? I was like getting scared.
Not
very.
fair.
Okay. Hold on. Let me put my earphones on. Okay, that's better. And the one and only
Dave Lerman.
Hey,
Wait, Dave.
Was that the Dave and Trevor song I heard? Must have been the right place at the wrong time, because
Yeah.
I think that's our life story, right?
That's right. And Dave has the shackles taken off of his arms and his legs for today's show.
However, I will. I'm open to any questions. So, and that goes for Leslie, Lyle, and Trevor. This is what in show business we call a shoot interview. So, just pretend I have Wonder Woman's magic lasso tied around me. So, no matter what you ask me, I have to tell the truth.
Okay. I want to get to. We did have scheduled somebody as our guest. He's in the chat room. And
Well, I should jump in the chat room too, by the way.
yeah, okay, you can jump in the chat room.
Okay, I will.
Yeah,
And-
I'm waiting for
And
you.
what we're going to do on this show is we're going to talk about poker, World Series of Poker, and anybody can call in at 888-909-1050.
1050.
Go ahead and say it again.
888-909-1050.
And ask any question you have about poker, playing poker, the World Series of Poker, what it's like to be a poker player, all the dirty stuff that goes on between poker players at the table, anything you want to talk about.
Pop culture, celebrities,
culture.
especially
Because-
Charlie Sheen,
Right.
drugs, sex, rock and roll.
Anything. 888-909-1050. We need the calls today to break through all of this. What would you call it, Dave? What are we dealing with here?
Well, I want this to be the greatest radio show ever, and I think we're gonna do it because our friend in the chat room, I've met thousands of celebrities and stars and musicians and stuff like that, and our friend in the chat room, I had the pleasure of sitting next to and play poker with. Play with $250,000 over a period of 6 hours. And, I mean, I was at Live Aid. I've seen the Rolling Stones, David Bowie. And I have never been as impressed watching anybody, and I'm talking actors, musicians. If I could have watched Picasso paint, it would pale in comparison to the 6 hours of watching this guy.
No,
So,
his name is his
to
name.
all our listeners,
like Dave.
you have
Dave.
a plethora of knowledge.
What? What happened?
Here of already like 50 questions just from the post on the internet. So we're gonna have the best show ever.
Well, his name is Todd Watellis.
Oh, okay.
His name isn't banned. I mean, his name is still going to be Todd Watellis till
I know that
forever.
Till the 12th of never.
I know that. I love him, man. I love him.
We're not gonna like.
I know he got me into Jubilee.
We're not gonna throw him off the face of the earth.
We rocked Vegas. We rocked the high roller with our cousin Special Dave.
Right. Well, okay. Here's what I want to do, Dave. I want Todd to give us his first statement. What do we have?
You want me to read it?
Yeah, you read it.
Okay.
Go.
All right. So I'm going to read from the chat room. Poor Man Sucks says no ban.
We can't. Oh, wait.
Todd and Dave.
Wait. We're not allowed to use. We can say PMS.
Okay,
We can't.
Oh, PMS.
We
Okay.
can't use that guy's
Then
name anymore.
The truth says free Todd, and then it says Dave joins the bar, so that would be me.
Mm-hmm.
Leslie says good afternoon, Dave. Thank you, Leslie.
You're welcome.
Brett, my sometimes number one fan, sometimes my own worst
Hey,
enemy.
Brett.
Hi, Brett. How are you?
Hi, Brett.
So, Todd, we're waiting for your opening remarks.
We're waiting for the opening
Judge
remarks.
Wapner, make your statement. Todd left.
He left?
Todd signed out.
Todd signed out.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah?
Okay, on the way to the show.
Hopefully he'll be back.
He'll be back.
On the way to the show, you'd put something down about, about how ask questions about people and all that kind of stuff. And I asked you on my Facebook. Whatever
you want me
happened.
To answer your question?
Yes, Gary Busey, Nick Nolte,
Jan Michael Vincent, and Nick Nolte, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, Gary Busey, we all know what happened. Gary Busey, and this is a great question because Scott Inman Monroe had asked, what reality show does everybody avoid? And it's the one that Gary Busey ended up on, and it's two answers. The two shows as a legitimate star, because a lot of people don't remember Gary Busey was Buddy Holly.
Yes, right.
Gary Busey was Mr. Joshua in Lethal Weapon.
He was Gary Busey. See, the reason I asked is because
he was with Keanu Reeves in
he was in Point Break. Yes.
Right.
Oh
yes,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
He played Pappas.
Gary Busey, there was like Academy Award talk and everything. What did it for Gary is he had a very, very tragic motorcycle accident and then got horribly addicted to pain pills. And between the injury and the pain pills, you're not talking to Gary Busey anymore. You're talking to a Martian.
Right. Which
makes him somewhat charming.
Right. Which created his other career.
Great actor to a sideshow attraction.
Yeah, it created his other career on Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah, and those two reality shows I was going to say that you never want to be on.
Celebrity Apprentice,
Celebrity Rehab, and Dancing with the Stars.
Oh,
he was on Dancing with the Stars?
Don't be messing with my Dancing with the Stars.
Well, come on now. See, they're not even stars anymore. They've got Steve Irwin's daughter, Bindi Irwin, who got kicked off. They've got Jenna Marbles, who is a YouTube star who's going to go to prison for tax evasion.
How about the lady from the cooking channel?
They had Heinz Ward on there a few years back.
Yeah, they had Psycho Mike from some radio show I never listened to.
Food Network.
If you're going to have a show called Dancing with the Stars, how about some stars?
I know. I'd like to see, like, where's John Travolta? Let's get him on.
Yeah, I mean, I even liked it.
Demi Moore, her daughter's been on.
Had, like Lisa Marie Presley and stuff like that, but they just don't have stars on anymore.
Hey, but I was going to ask you, Dave. It's the reason why I brought this up is because the question you asked. Okay, because I remember. Okay, Gary Busey, as a kid, he starred on Bonanza. I think he was on Gunsmoke, and then he was in the movie Fooling Around. He was in a movie called Carney. Then, of course, everybody remembers.
Yeah, Jodie Foster. By the way, have you seen that, Lyle?
Yes, I have seen it. I saw it when I was a kid.
Movie.
No, I've seen it. I have seen it.
If you have not seen the movie,
when he's playing the guy, he's playing the guy.
It's Robbie Robinson, Gary Busey, and Jodie Foster. Even though she's a lesbian, looks hotter than hell in that movie.
No, he was sitting there. He's the one the clown that sits there.
Yeah, he's Dunk the Bobo.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and
hey, Trevor, we could do that to raise money. We could be the Dunk the Bobo guy.
And then
that's right.
We'll get to Nick Nolte and Jan Michael Vincent in a little bit. But that's why I wanted to ask you, because I like Gary Busey and I liked him in Under Siege.
And his latest movie was Entourage, but what he basically does now is he was on Celebrity Apprentice too. He plays a character of himself, a caricature of himself.
Yeah,
and
Dave,
I had the chance to meet him. He's a scary guy.
Dave, we've got a guy who, let's just put him on, Brett from Sacramento.
Okay.
Hi, Brett.
Hey, I got a couple things, short.
Say whatever you want, except you can't say certain things.
Okay, all right.
I've already like blocked you from certain things. So
you got to learn. You got to learn to talk in code, brother.
All right, great. All right. Well, first, Trevor, dude, you got to talk about the last Pioneer Chicken. You did that online once. You never brought it up on the radio show yet.
Yeah, it was over by Downey.
And then
it's that
Point
close?
Break rules. Speaking of Gary Busey, Point Break was awesome. And then my last thing is, Lyle, I know you love the Scorpions, baby.
Yeah, the Scorpions are freaking awesome.
Yeah.
The one thing.
So those are the three bombs I was going to drop, and I'll move on.
Okay, I just want to say the Pioneer Chicken, their crust isn't as good as it used to be. It's pretty soggy, and I eat the chicken gizzards, and I love those.
I love the chicken gizzards there.
I love them. They're like chewy. They're chewy.
Hey, Brett, you know what? There was a Pioneer Chicken where I grew up in the city of Ontario. I used to eat there all the time. I used to have the chicken strips, and I love them very much. And now that I know that there's one as close as Downey, because I live in Brea, California.
It's right outside of Downey, but it's close.
Yeah, but it's close enough to where I can go over there and get one. So,
okay, guys, I have to interrupt real quick. Leslie?
Yeah, the Scorpions are awesome.
Leslie, the chat room is locking Todd out, so if you could fix that, that'd be great.
What?
Got it.
The chat room is locking Todd out. So
why?
If you could fix that,
That's
that'd be
impossible.
It
why?
It just sucks him out every once in a while. It's
impossible. Well, go ahead and read what's in the chat room. Let's keep going. Let's keep reading what's in the chat room.
They're just.
I don't care. Read anything. Look,
comments.
I got a gun. I got a gun to my head. Read what's in the chat room.
Scott's in the chat room. Hello. Well, we've got Scott, Brett, PMS, Larry. Hello, Larry. Dave is, of course. Todd's back in the chat room. Trubs Million 94. Hello. And The Truth. Hello. And Scott wants to know what we are not allowed to say.
Isn't this just great radio? Just
keep
reading off names.
Yeah, the chat room, you can say just about everything. It's just pretty much on the air.
I mean, on the air.
Okay.
But for our listeners,
I'm gonna go.
Say Dave sucks.
Okay, goodbye, Brett.
Hey, field trip to Pioneer Chicken.
Thanks for calling, Brett. Thank you.
Okay, let's take call on line 3. Go. Hello.
Hey, you're on with Trevor, Leslie, and Dave.
Who's this?
Cecil from Calamasa.
Who?
It's Zombie.
Zombie.
Zombie Wolf.
On.
Hi.
Hi, Zombie.
Hi.
Oh, it's Zombie Wolf. Bark it up and pass
Hey, Zombie.
the on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Ask us a poker question. Come on, give us one.
Yeah, why don't you go for an inside straight?
Okay, that's up for Todd. Let's go.
Okay, Todd's in there. Did you hear that, Todd? Todd's in the bar. And Zombie, repeat your question for Todd.
Repeat.
Why don't you go for an inside straight?
Why don't you go for an inside straight?
Come on, Todd. We're waiting.
Inside straight. That's like
I can't answer that
4,
question.
5, 6, 7.
Hey, while we're
8,
doing
right?
that, what are you going for tonight, Zombie?
How do you mean?
What are you going for tonight? Come on.
I know, Brett. Sorry.
How do you mean going for?
Well, what are you doing tonight?
Same old story. I'm gonna drink some Miller Lite and smoke my bud.
So you're waiting for Iron Maiden in April, right? Come on, Zombie. Come on, you got to go to one with me, brother.
Did Todd give us an answer?
Inside straight is just 4 cards to win.
I'm typing it right now.
Okay, hold on, Dave. Let Todd answer. Let Todd answer. Okay, go.
Okay, and the inside straight is just 4 cards to win for you.
Wait,
David.
Zombie.
Hold on, Dave.
Zombie. Okay.
No, I'm saying like you're missing one card.
Everybody wants to answer for Todd.
You know, you've got 2, 4, 5.
Go ahead,
7.
Leslie. Go ahead and do it.
You know.
From Todd, an inside straight is just 4 cards to win for you. Odds of making it are too low.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going for 1 card in the inside
straight.
Okay. We all have to calm down and get along. So, okay, go ahead and bring it.
We have another question for Todd.
calm.
And Larry wants to know, do you play online, and what type of tells are noticeable in a virtual game?
This is a really good one for Todd. So while Todd formulates his answer, I'm going to
this is such a great
answer
show.
a little bit of a pre-story because
Yay.
the game that we played at the Cosmo was one of the first virtual AI games where they used artificial intelligence. And Todd literally was able to put personalities behind the virtual players. And he was telling me that's well, here he goes. Okay, Leslie, read his answers.
In regards to the question about online, 4 cards means, in regards to, I guess, the inside straight. 4 cards means 4 different suits, such as 4, 5, 6, 8. You're looking for 7. And there are 4 7s in the deck.
So statistically, the odds.
Right. The odds of making it are way too low.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Thanks, Todd.
And the psychology now, Trevor can
okay, hey, thanks, Zombie.
Thanks, Zombie.
Hopefully you can get some more calls because Todd is like hitting it right on the mark today.
Hey, I'll get you some tickets for some shows, Zombie.
Todd a couple $100 at the Hard Rock.
Right.
Yeah, and it was all psychology because he didn't have a good hand, but he psyched the guy out.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He went. We were playing like at 1 o'clock in the morning with a bunch of guys that didn't know what they were doing, and Todd Wheels. He goes up to the table, and it's like in a few minutes, he just like took their money. But I guess that's against the law for Todd. It's like a
Don't
fighter.
say that.
No. But I'm not
had...
saying that. Not saying that in a bad way. It's like they have.
I don't think it was against the law. I just think they frown on it.
Right.
Like,
but
I know Ben Affleck was kicked out of that hotel.
It's not against the law. It's just
frowned upon.
Yeah, like in the industry, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, Larry had asked a question. Do you play online, and what types of tells are noticeable in the virtual game? And Todd came back and says, yes, he does play online, and he plays a lot. The tells aren't that important. It's much more important to observe your opponent's betting patterns.
Okay.
Can you do you have a tell on online?
Yeah, and then Todd continues. Odds of being dealt a royal
Do you know how
flush
to play
straight
poker?
out are 1 in
I really don't, honestly.
643,000. I mean, that's crazy odds. Odds of getting a royal flush at some point during the hand are about 1 in 40,000. I could make a really bad joke.
Those are pretty good odds.
And we've also got another caller online too. Bring on Scott. Scott?
Where'd he go?
Hey, people. How the hell are you?
Hello.
Hey, Scott, how you feeling after surgery?
I'm a little sore, so I'm just drinking, you know.
You're looking
You're
better.
drinking?
Yeah,
I'm
that
raising
can
the
help.
glass for you.
And whatever gets rid of the pain, right?
Finally, somebody that knows what to do on this show.
Hey, you know what? You got to get rid of the pain.
Right.
Yep. So, two quick questions. One, Dave, if you had a choice on to play poker with two celebrities, who would it be?
One would be Jennifer Tilly. And the other would be Todd. I have to go with Todd because I gambled with Andrew Dice Clay and we won. I went there with $15,000, and it was my comedy partner's money, and we turned it into $66,000. And the next morning, I get a call from Dice's wife, and Dice had taken the $33,000. Now, mind you, this was all our money. He had invested nothing, and blew all of the $33,000, and then convinced my comedy partner to lend him the $30,000 we had won and another $15,000. So we ended up losing $75,000. And I played with Louis Anderson, horrible poker player.
Yes.
Played with Laura Prepon, horrible poker player.
How about Gabe Kaplan?
Gabe Kaplan's a great poker player.
Gabe
great
Kaplan.
poker player.
Yeah, Gabe.
Are we talking about Gabe Cotter?
Yes, welcome back, Cotter.
Gabe Kaplan is
welcome back.
He's a poker genius.
Yes.
We got more chatters.
Yeah,
go ahead,
Brett's
go.
got a question.
Hey, also, Dave, what's the best concert you've ever been to?
Okay.
I didn't hear.
Best concert you've ever been to?
Oh!
Live Aid. I was 7. Do you remember Live Aid?
85.
Yeah, and half of it was in London and half of it was in Philadelphia. And I don't know how I did it, but I convinced my mom and dad to let me take a road trip with these 3 degenerates from West Bloomfield High School in a van. Okay, and we had backstage passes, and I'll post some pictures later, but we ended up in Rick Springfield's dressing room at 17 years old, taking Rick Springfield's throwaway groupies. And he was on General Hospital at the time. Yeah, that was the best concert ever.
Wow.
And Run DMC was the only rap act on the bill. I was a huge rap fan.
You know what? Live Aid is something to talk about. That was really a classic. I mean,
that was sort of like my Woodstock, because I wasn't alive for Woodstock.
Okay, we got to get back to poker.
Actually, speaking of poker, Todd actually agrees that Louis Anderson is an addictive gambler.
Yes.
And he's addicted to guys as well.
Wow.
And a bad swimmer.
Okay.
Lovely.
So he likes the kings instead of the queens. Oh, he's a queen.
Yes,
he's
he
a
does.
queen
He's
instead
a
of a
friend of
king.
Dorothy.
I don't know which way he goes, but
No, you do know which way he goes.
He pitches for the other team.
Oh man! All right.
On Fremont Street, he stays at the hotel, the Four Queens.
Yes, I like that place too.
I do. They're cheap.
Yeah, they're cheap. Right across from the Golden Gate.
Me and Trevor love Fremont Street.
The Golden Gate. I go to the Golden Gate or the what's that other one across the street? The Plaza.
The one where your friend bartends.
The Plaza.
Where Julie bartends, right?
Oh yeah, she's over at El Cortez.
Right.
So we got any more in the chat room?
Yeah, we got tons of people.
Can we just read? Let's just read people's names because none of them are banned. So let's just read their names.
Well, I did earlier, but it's let's see. Scott, Brett, PMS. Hello, Larry, Dave is in. 1,794. Todd's in.
Yeah,
and
I like
Truth.
He's cool.
And Brett's got a question. Is it true you can spot a sucker in the first 5 minutes?
Who's that?
That was from Brett, and Todd comes back.
You.
And he says, oh, my God, I've lost his answer. But it was pretty much, if you can't figure out who's bad, everyone is probably fairly good, and you might be the worst one.
That's a good point.
I would like to make a comment about that in the dating world.
Yes.
I can say this. You can, and, well, Leslie would have to be the one to confirm or deny this, but it's been my experience that a woman decides within the first 30 seconds of meeting a guy if she's going to sleep with you or not.
Yep,
I knew it.
God, does it take 30 seconds?
15.
How long does it take for you, Dave?
To decide if I'm going to sleep with myself?
No, to sleep with somebody else.
I hope it doesn't take you very long to figure out to sleep with yourself.
You know what? Trevor, you know I have real bizarre taste in women.
I know.
I like girls, with slit wrist and, hospital bracelets.
There you go. Let's put it this way. It takes you 30 seconds.
I used to get made fun of a lot because, we would have like Sports Illustrated models that would hit on me, and I'd be going after the girl with the pierced nose and the pink hair. So, but I'm a guy. I'll sleep with anything. I'm a bachelor.
Okay. That's the answer I wanted. We got to go to a break.
It's the truth.
Stay on the air.
I'm not gonna lie.
Stay on the air. Okay. 888-909-1050. We're going to a break, and we'll come back with Dave and the chat room.
We're having the best show ever.
That's right.
Trevor's happyhour.com.
Larry, I love rounders too.
As we go around in circles.
There we go.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something if you wanna be with me. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something if you wanna be with me.
Tired of the same bowl of cereal every morning? No time to whip up a gourmet breakfast? Well, sounds like you should stop by PK Donuts, where it's a family-owned business operated to start your family's morning off right. PK Donuts offers an assortment of donuts, including their yummy old-fashioned donuts, cinnamon rolls, blueberry cake donuts, almond bear claws, and tasty donut holes, just to name a few. PK Donuts is not just a donut shop. Try their delicious, mouth-watering croissant breakfast sandwiches. And get this, all of their donuts are nicely displayed so you can check out the donuts up close and personal. PK Donuts. Donuts so good, makes you want to slap your mama. Well, not really, but you'll definitely want to come back for more donuts. PK Donuts is located at 602 South Brea Boulevard in Brea, California. To contact PK Donuts, call 714-257-9510. Again, 714-257-9510.
Donuts. Tired of spending too much money on an ad and then trying to find your ad in the newspaper, buried among hundreds, even thousands of other ads? Isn't it time you got a great deal when you were trying to sell that car, that dining room set, that refrigerator, or offering your handyman services? Now you can in the Nickel Shopper. For as little as $7.50 per week, your ad can be seen by thousands of eyeballs in the high desert, and they're getting the Nickel Shopper for free. Call today to place your ad in the Nickel Shopper, 760-646-3654, or go to thenickelshopper.com for all the details, 760-646-3654. The Nickel Shopper. Now in the IE. So you got your taxes done and filed on time, or maybe not. Now is not the time to panic, though. I've got the solution, and they're right here in the Southland. Weinkoop & Associates been in the business of serving OC and IE accounting and bookkeeping needs for more than 30 years. Whether you're a small or large business or an individual who needs info and help with trust management, accounting, and tax returns, Weinkoop & Associates can help. Oh, and the initial evaluation is free. Call 949-851-1632. That's 949-851-1632. Or go to winecoopcpa.com. That's WYNKOOP CPA.com.
I've got a song, I ain't got no melody.
Hello?
Yeah, Dave.
Hey, let the music play a little bit under us. Okay.
Okay.
In the wrong time. Where are we?
I'm in a basement.
We had another song scheduled, but this one's fine. I like it better anyway for today. We're in a bad place, but it's still good fun. It's good. Sometimes bad places are good places to hang out. Like me when I go down to the streets. All right, I'm going to bring this up. Yeah, Santa Ana Slick, him and I were hanging out down in Buena Park, and he's a rapper. He's trying to hook me up with some black girls. I shouldn't say that, but he is trying to do that. Anyways, he has a couple CDs that he wants to give out to people. And I say, Dave, ask some trivia, and let's give away Santa Ana Slick. It's called, here, Lyle, you got it?
It's called Gouda Bang. All right,
Okay,
Gouda Gang.
then I will give you 3 categories.
And anybody call in, we'll give these CDs away.
Are they going to be call-ins, or can the chat include?
Chats include.
Chats
Okay,
include.
whoever can answer this question, whoever can answer this question, all right, this is Lyle the Man-Child letting you know right now, either you do it via chat room or on the air, call in, whichever. If you answer this question from Mr. Dave Lerman, then
the questions have to be rap.
Yeah, the questions have to be rap.
It's a rap question?
Yes, they're going to get a rap CD.
Or new rap?
Anything.
Well, it doesn't
Let's
matter
do
as long
old
as it's
school
rap.
rap.
Yes, go.
Go for it.
I got a good one. What was the original name of the Beastie Boys' debut album?
License to Ill?
It was released License to Ill.
Quiet.
But what was it originally called?
This is for on call
This is
or
for
in the chat
this
room.
is for our listeners.
Oh, I forgot.
So just talk amongst
I don't want to win my own
yourself.
CD.
That's right. Talk amongst yourselves while we're waiting for the answers
And by the way, I
to
will give
come
it
up.
a hint.
Call in at 888.
If they would have gone with this title,
Right.
they would have no career.
Okay, let's call in number is 888-909-1050. Come on, there's got to be somebody in San
And the
Bernardino
chat room is
that likes rap music.
trevorshappyhour.com.
And if you guys want to use the 30-second rule, we can change the question in 30 seconds.
Okay, we got a call coming in.
We got a call coming in to win the rap CD. Let's get it.
Whoever can answer this question, what's the original? What was the name?
Wave your hand in the air just like you don't care. Oh, look, here's my underwear.
Is that it, Dave?
No, that's not it. It's a real tough question. So I'm going to switch questions. I'm going to tell you.
No, wait a minute.
Stay on the line, though.
No, wait a minute. I've got somebody in the chat room, and it says it's from '94, and it's Sabotage.
Nope, that was their third album after Paul's Boutique.
Sorry, '94.
No, that was too
Butchie's
hard
in
of
the
a
room.
question. The original title, License to Ill, was "Don't Be a," and it was the slang term for a homosexual that starts with F. That was the original name of their first album. So I'm going to go for a much more tamer, easier one.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Run DMC was the first rap band to play at an arena the size of Live Aid, which was in Philadelphia. Now, they became very commercially famous because during one of their hit songs, what did the entire audience hold in the air?
During the concert, what did the audience...
During Run DMC's Live Aid performance, what did the entire audience hold in the air.
888.
The merchandising.
888-909-1050. Well, come on, you got to win Santa Ana Slicks rap CD.
Trevor'sHappyHour.com. Come into the chat room. Talk to me.
And like if you're a jogger, you might like these.
Okay, the truth says a lighter.
No.
Sorry, Truth.
I think that was at the Gordon Lightfoot concert. Get it?
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Well, we'll discuss while we're trying to figure out what's
Scott
going on.
Scott wins. Scott wins.
Okay, Scotty came
Scott
in the
Hyman
chat,
Monroe wins.
and he put
It
in
was their
their
Adidas.
shoes.
Yep.
Okay, we got one CD already given away.
Okay, we got one given away. Scott.
Okay, Scott, we'll go
Scott,
ahead.
We got one more. Come on, Dave. Give us another question.
Concert hall. Yep. My
888-909-1050. We got
a
a
caller.
Got a call.
Okay.
What's the next question?
Okay.
40 voting 88.
Are you ready for the next question?
We're ready for the question.
Okay.
Stay
Hold on.
Okay, the next question is, the hit movie Straight Outta Compton, of course, featured the death of Eazy-E. I want you to name two other members of the original NWA.
Oh, I can do that.
You can't win.
There were 5.
Come on, caller.
Whoever's on the line, answer that question. You'll win
Come
a
on,
CD.
caller.
Okay, one more.
PMS. That also means all day I dream about sex.
What is the answer? The caller we have on the line. What is the answer? Tell us the answer.
Ice Cube and Vanilla Drops.
What was the second word?
Vanilla Drops.
No, not Vanilla Drop.
He said Ice Cube and Vanilla Drops.
Ice Cube is right, but there's still 4 more.
Okay.
All right.
PMS got one of them.
We got one from the Truth. Got one.
Okay.
So can they split it? Can our caller and
No, it's only
the Truth
one
split?
CD.
We only got one left.
So you have to have a question that has one answer.
Okay. All right. Okay. So here. What was the
We're gonna try this again,
name
chatters.
of NWA's debut album?
What was the name of NWA's first album?
Debut album.
Debut
and
album.
Also the name of their hit movie. Come on.
Straight Outta Compton and
Yes, that was it. Who got that? Lyle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, Lyle wins.
But he doesn't like rap music.
That's
Let's
okay.
try that one more time.
All right, now, here's an
Boys
easy
in the
one.
Hood?
All right. Here, for Santa Ana Slicks CD, for Santa Ana 6 CD, all right. Ice-T, his real name on his driver's license, it's multiple choice. Is it Tony, Terry, or Tracy?
Okay, we got a caller.
Okay, we got a caller. What's the answer?
Take the caller.
No, I'm sorry, I missed it.
What is
I
Ice-T's
know it's
original
Straight Outta
name?
Compton.
Okay, what is the
Right.
original name? What is
Birthday.
Ice-T's original name on his driver's
license.
What are the
Give me multiple choice.
What are the choices?
Is it Tony, Terry, or Tracy? Well, the Truth got it in the room, but
Truth.
Terry.
Okay, Truth got
you're
it.
wrong. The Truth wins.
And
Truth
it's
wins.
Tracy.
It's Tracy
So,
Morrow.
so the
Tracy
caller we
Morrow
have,
is
the caller we
Ice-T's
have
real name.
is wrong.
Was incorrect.
Okay, so Scott and the
Truth
Truth.
wins, and
So-
Santa
We're
Ana
sorry
Slicks
about that, but
music
thank
is
you for
really
calling our
cool, so
show.
The Truth got a great prize.
We did it. So, okay.
We are jamming today, Trevor. We are jamming.
It's awesome. Okay, so all we have to do now is figure out how to get Scott and the Truth and get their addresses. We'll mail them Santa Ana Slicks
Yeah, we'll
CD.
make it happen. You
We'll
know
make it
why?
happen.
But we want
because
to.
on Happy Hour we make the impossible possible.
But we want the callers that did call in and tried. We want them to know that we are grateful that they called. Thank you so
Hey,
much for calling and
you
trying
know
for
what?
the contest.
Everybody who answered correctly,
No,
write
it
down my
wasn't.
email address. It's SIDRENO@AOL.com, and I will send you not only my 2 first books, but my brand new book that comes out next Friday.
Is that the
TV
Armageddon one?
Armageddon. So you
Yes.
get 3
Awesome.
books. That's actually everybody in the chat room. You email me your email address at SIDRENO@AOL.com. It's a $30 value. TV Armageddon. You get an ebook copy of my brand new book.
Okay. What I'd like to,
everybody in the chat room gets one.
What I'd like
I
to
feel
do
like the
next-
Fat white
I-
Oprah.
But hey,
thank
Dave,
you,
I just
Dave.
want you to know. I listened to the excerpts from TV Armageddon. I listen to everything you send me. I pay attention to everything you send
Hey,
me,
what
and
did
I
you
like
think?
it. Yes, I do like it.
You did?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's
'Cause
raw
I think
and
Trevor and my
honest.
mom were arguing
It's right.
about
It's
it.
right to
Yeah,
the point.
I was arguing with Dave's mom about what he needed to kind of cut out a few things they didn't.
See, a lot of people don't know. Can I mention? A lot of people don't know when I was like 8, 9, and 10. my late sister who passed away was like a groupie extraordinaire. Oh, thanks, Leslie, for that. That's my email.
Yes.
So she would like tour with like the Moody Blues and Peter Frampton and Three Dog Night and Leonard Skinner. And on the first page of my book, now I'm 10 years old, right?
Yeah.
Now I don't know what a groupie is. You know, I think it's the girl who gets coffee. And I was a little wrong about that.
She's getting something.
That would be a Friday. That would be a girl Friday.
Right. Yeah. My sister was a girl who got them to get the cream in the coffee.
Oh, there you go.
All
Rest
right.
in
She's a
peace.
girl Tuesday.
So me.
I know.
But what was really cool is I got to go to like I got to see Kiss. I got to see AC/DC. I got to see Fleetwood Mac. And that's really how I got introduced to the whole entertainment world. And I was pretty graphic, as Lyle, you know, on my first page of my book. And my mom was like, did you have to use those words? And Trevor agreed.
But do you notice the difference, like back in those days versus today versus groupies, or is it the same thing?
Well, today they have to sign releases and they're videotaped.
Yes? They videotaped
Justin Bieber. Well, when I was working at the Hollywood Bowl, do you remember Hanson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Is that the three-man band that, like, if you
Yeah,
listened to
with the
them, you
blonde
must have
hair.
been
They had a
pitching for the other
tent,
team?
and they called it the Ho Tent. And the girls, as they walked in,
Sounds pretty
they
good to
had
me.
to give up their driver's license so that they knew that they were of age. And then they had to sign a release to have sex with one of these bratty little kids. I mean, how ridiculous is that?
It doesn't sound
Hey,
bad.
Mom, is this okay if I do this? I'm going to go to a Hanson
bad
concert.
for Hanson.
Well, I had one girl's dad who couldn't get his daughter backstage, had paid like $800 for lousy seats, and he paid me $100 for Hanson's garbage.
Does everybody know
True story.
Does everybody know who the voice at the Rose Bowl is?
What's that?
Who is the voice at the Rose Bowl?
At the Rose Bowl?
I don't know, but here, I'm going to do something very special for you. I haven't done this in 9 years, but this is how cheap the Hollywood Bowl is.
Oh, it's the Hollywood
they still
Bowl.
use my voice.
It's the Hollywood Bowl.
On recording.
That's my fault.
To Trevor.
Yeah, I got
This
it.
is for everybody.
Philharmonic.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful and historic Hollywood Bowl. So when you go up there and you hear that, that's me.
Yes, you are. I got mixed up, but it's the Hollywood Bowl. Yes, and Dave Letterman's voice. How long has it been on there? 10 years?
Yeah. Well, when 9/11 hit, which was in 2001, I had a 10-year contract, and they called me into their office, and they said, "We've got good news and bad news." And they said, "What's the good news?" And they said, "Well, you're going to be the voice of the Hollywood Bowl for a long time." And I said, "Well, great. What's the bad news?" "Well, we're going to put your voice on tape because the Hollywood Bowl is considered a hard target, and we're just not making enough money." And I said, "But I have a contract." And you know what they said to me?
What?
Terrorism is considered an act of God.
No.
So your contract is void.
Oh, really? How did they figure
Yeah,
that out?
and I didn't have enough money to sue them, and welcome to the world of unemployment.
Wow.
But my voice is still up there.
Yeah.
Oh, that is...
Todd said something...
act of God. I don't understand that.
It's a bit extreme.
So
Lightning,
how can 9/11 be
thunder.
an act of God? I'm trying to figure that out.
Maybe because they do it for religious
Yeah, I don't know either.
Did they do
maybe
it for
it was my
religious
cologne.
purposes?
Religious purposes? So you go and you bomb a building and kill a bunch of people? That's
But you
religious?
say it's in, you know... And
I think Leslie will agree with me because I know, you were in the mortgage industry, right? Correct?
Yeah.
I think, and Trevor, you worked at Radio Shack. Lyle, you worked at McDonald's. I think everybody can relate to what I'm about to say. Nowadays, your job, I don't care how good a job you do, you're disposable.
That's right.
Totally.
Oh, you should have seen it when I had my paper out for the Orange County Register. They got rid of me real quick. I dumped the papers in the middle of the yard.
Oh,
Sorry, I was disposable.
I love how Trevor can. That was awesome. That was so awesome. I'm thinking like IBM. I'm thinking like Bank of America.
And he comes
Trevor
out with
goes,
paper route.
Paper route.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, Dave, you know what? You know what's really sad? I'll tell you what they did. I mean, how dare them? But Anthrax and Judas Priest were supposed to play the Friday after 9/11, and they postponed it all the way to like February. I can't believe they did that. I mean,
well, they did,
geez.
but that was the whole thing with everything. And
what are they going to do?
You
They're
know
going to
what I
bomb
did, Lyle,
Universal
that was
Amphitheater?
Crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Airfare was dirt cheap because everybody was afraid to fly. So me and my friend, we took like this amazing cross-country trip because you could fly from L.A. to New York for like $50 each way. You could rent a car, like a Lexus, for $10 a day. I mean, 2001 in September and October. I mean, the travel deals were incredible. And the sad thing for me, I did a reality show, and they fixed the ending and had my girlfriend dump me on the show 2 days after 9/11, 2 days after I'd been fired from the Hollywood Bowl. Now that's reality.
Yes, and I've got to go to a break, but before I go to the break, what I want to do is ask.
They say this is the best show ever.
It's the best show ever, and this.
It is the best show ever.
It is, but the question I want to ask before we go to the break and call in at 888-909-1050. If let's just use Dave as an example, or Lyle. It doesn't matter who it is. The old Dave Lehrman could talk to the young Dave Lehrman. What would he say to the young Dave Lehrman after what he knows now, going through his life? You know,
don't get older, just stay young forever.
No, but there's got to be something. Like I read that question, I like it. Like, what would you tell yourself?
Can I answer after the break?
After the break, we're all going to answer.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the break. We're all answer 888-909-1050 and call in. And
Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? I've got a story, ain't got no tomorrow. Let the bad guy win every once in a while. I've got a story, ain't got no tomorrow.
Leather doesn't have to be expensive. Not when it comes from Lucerne Lapidary and Leather in the Lucerne Valley. Who doesn't like leather? Get leather belts, wallets, gun belts, holsters, rifle scabbards, and original design handmade saddles. But that's not all. There's jewelry, custom design, custom cutting, shaping, engraving, polishing, repair, and more. Even classes in jewelry design. Come see it for yourself in the high desert. Lucerne Lapidary and Leather. 32776 Old Woman Spring Road in the Lucerne Valley. Call 760-885-7777. That's 760-885-7777.
Fellas, leave the tight pads to the ladies. If I can count the coins in your pocket, you better use them to call a tailor.
Primus. My name is Mud. Right, Joe? Top of pork soda.
My name is Mud. Not to be confused with the jacket. My name is Mud. It's always bad. 'Cause I'm the boring son of a bitch you ever seen. I dress in blue, yes, navy blue.
You know what? No. Hold on, real quick. You know what their slogan was?
Can you tell me when the music starts?
You know what Primus' slogan was? Honestly, Primus sucks. I'm not kidding you. The fans used to chant it at all their shows. Primus sucks. Primus sucks. That was their chant.
Boy, okay, go ahead. Let's get back to the show. Dave.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got an answer that I've never told anybody.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a Trevor Happy Hour Leslie Lyle exclusive.
Okay.
This is going to shock everybody.
You mean Lyle Leslie? You mean Lyle Manchild and then Leslie?
That's what I said.
Okay, I just make
so
sure
Dave,
you got it right.
if you could tell your younger self anything, what would it be?
I would tell my younger self that I should have relied on my own talent and not teamed up with Doug and exploited him in his wheelchair to get famous.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, I'll never forget, and I'll just be very brief.
Yeah.
We had headlined at the Dunes Hotel for the very first time in 1987, and we had sold out, record-breaking, and Doug had gotten so inebriated that he urinated all over me and my then-girlfriend. And I packed up my bags, and I got on a plane, and I had dropped out of USC to go on tour with Sam Kinison. And I was on the runway, and Sam's bodyguard was an LA County sheriff. And they stopped the plane, and this was totally bogus, and it would never happen today because of 9/11. But under false pretenses, this guy, Rick Jones, came on the plane, arrested me, and took me back to the Dunes Hotel. And Sam, Bill Gazzari, Billy Idol, Pauly Shore, of all people, had this sort of intervention, if you will. We had 60 cities booked, and they said, you know, Dave, if you leave, the whole bit we do with Doug is gone, and we just can't have that. And I said, he urinated on me. I've never been, you know, so disgraced in my life. And Sam laid a pile of more money than I've ever seen in my life. And basically I just kind of poured out, and, you know, life with Doug was not easy at times, you know, taking care of somebody in a wheelchair, you know, 24/7. You know, it wasn't all hookers and drugs and parties. It was, you know, putting him on and off the toilet. It was, you know, filling up the tires in the wheelchair. So if I went back in time, I definitely would have never, ever gotten off that airplane. Because right now I'm 48 years old, and for me, I'm starting my career just like it was the first day of the rest of my life.
Right, but when did that happen? Like, you were friends with Madonna's brother, right? That before
I was
before Doug came along, right?
Right.
So I mean, that was where you were doing your TV show and
right,
all of that.
and that's why when I left, you know, I knew if I went back to USC, I could always fall back because I had been a successful, you know, TV personality in the Midwest. I mean, worst case scenario, I could be the Ron Burgundy of Michigan. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I made the choices because, I mean, I got to open for Bon Jovi at Giant Stadium, but what a lot of people didn't realize was me and Doug weren't related. We weren't gay lovers. We were friends. And the thing was, when two people are just friends and you have that responsibility of having to take care of someone like it's your child.
And the only thing I could think of.
I lost 12 years of my life.
And the only thing I could think of every time you talk is about his rectum falling out of him. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of.
I'll put that in the same file as the paper route.
Yeah.
But that's what comes to my mind. That and the Richard Simmons bit. But okay, Lyle, what would you say to yourself?
Well, I would. I don't know. The best way to put it is I would tell my 45-year-old self, which I am now,
to the younger self,
to my younger self. Okay, from what I've learned and what I've seen, and the way I'm acting now, and the way I feel now, that's how I would feel when I was 20 or 21, and things would have changed a lot more. I mean, things would have been much more different. I mean, because what I'm trying to say is, you know, I'm always out there jogging, going to the gym. I'm always talking about my heavy metal, my football, my baseball, whatever it is that makes me happy. You know, whether it be my family or whether it be, you know, my friends. You know, I'm always doing things for other people constantly. I'm always worried about everybody else. Constantly. It doesn't matter. You cannot change a person the way they are. They are the way they are, and that's it. And that's the true Lyle, the true man-child.
Okay, so you're 6
and
years
I would
old.
tell, you know, are you going to let me talk? He asked me a question. So
okay, but hold on. This is a radio show. We gotta we gotta share. We only got a few minutes.
All right, I know we got a few minutes,
Okay.
but what I'm saying is,
Wrap
I
it
would tell my younger self.
Your older self.
The younger self.
My younger self. That way, I would learn. Okay, I would learn before I got older. I would tell my younger self, be leery. Not every person that smiles at you is going to be your friend. Not every person that you do something for is going to appreciate it. Not every person that you say you care about is going to care about you in return.
Right.
That's exactly what I would tell my younger self. And then maybe, just maybe, I would learn something from that.
Leslie, go.
What would I tell my younger self? Probably something in regards to family. Something about sticking close to family, even though they drive you crazy right now. In the long run, it doesn't get any better. Family will still drive you crazy no matter what, and they are family, and just go with it.
Right, we got about 3 minutes.
Todd's got something.
But I'm going to say what my. I'm going to say my piece.
I'm sorry.
Real quick, I should have come out of my shell a long time ago. I mean, I admire Dave for like doing what he did, and I'm like doing that 9 to 5 thing all those years. I should have come out of my shell a long time ago and just done Trevor's Happy Hour. That's what I should have done, and who knows where I would have went and what could have happened. And Dave lived it, so that's where I'm at. So go ahead. What's Todd say?
He says, don't bother with serious relationships when you're young. There's time for that later.
And we're going to go out, Dave.
Yeah, and I did want to say one piece of advice, though.
Go ahead. Wait.
Never give up.
That's
never.
right. But
never give up.
We're going to go out. We can talk over the music.
Okay.
And this is where we're going.
By the way, everybody, this was my favorite show I've ever done in my
Dave,
life.
this is where we're going right now, to Xanadu.
Okay.
We're going to Xanadu.
All right.
Olivia Newton-John.
Get your roller skates and call Gene Kelly.
That's it.
Everybody, skate backwards.
All right.
We're going to Xanadu right now.
Thank you, everybody in the chat room. And remember, Sid Reno at AOL.com. You can have my book free.
Hey, Dave, never give up.
No chance in hell.
I'm going to mention.
No chance in hell.
I'm going to mention.
And I'm so glad to have the three of you as my friends.
Hey.
And everybody
Dave.
listening. And this is
Dave, I got a minute.
Right.
I got 1 minute. I'm going to mention something that's okay to mention. Trevor's Happy Hour will be on Saturday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time in Phoenix, Arizona, and the vicinity. You just keep on the Trevor's Happy Hour
and
webpage. We're going to go.
Growing, baby.
It'll start on November 28th.
Yep.
Keep up with us.
We are just getting started, everybody. We are just getting started. I love all of you. Thanks for making my Friday.
Dave, I love you, brother.
Crying.
You're
I'm
awesome, brother.
Crying.
Okay, this is the man-child letting you know. Always believe in God, believe in yourself, believe in love, and nothing can ever go wrong for you. I'm promoting The Bench. The Bench is an awesome sports bar in Fullerton, California, and I'm going to be running a 5K on Thanksgiving morning in Irvine Valley College. I'm going to do the Turkey Trot 5K at Irvine College on Thanksgiving morning. And don't forget the Bench Sports Bar and Grill in Fullerton. Always believe in yourself. Nothing can ever go wrong for you. The man-child is telling you. If I'm telling you, it can never go wrong. Believe in everything.
Everyone, have a nice weekend.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And I ain't sitting on the bench.
This is 1050 AM, KCAA Loma Linda, and 106.5 FM, Yucaipa.
I'm Tom Busby, CNBC Radio. Bad news for Chipotle lovers. An E. coli outbreak that started in Oregon and Washington, then spread to Minnesota, has now been linked to Chipotle restaurants in New York, Ohio, and California, sickening a total of 45 people. On Wall Street today, a surge in retailer stocks lifted the markets. The Dow up 91, the Nasdaq up 31. Nike shares were the biggest gainers in the Dow today, up 5.5%.